Hello, good evening, good morning, good night, good cheese, good bad day. This is the worst intro I've ever done, I think. It's all just fallen apart. So instead of trying desperately to salvage it, I'll just launch searing hot lumps of toxic shot right into your ears. It's Saving for Skaven, and once again, I am Adam, holding you by the face as we walk towards the release of Age of Sigmar version 4. And with me, as always, caught in the giant butterfly net, is the biggest and swingiest of all the DDs. It's Big
Hello.
Swinging D. I need to find a new way of introducing you. And the long-suffering Adatum, who has had to put up with me for far, far too long.
You see, as bad as that intro was, we both know that there are dozens of worse ones.
I think the worst intro I ever done was one where I didn't know what I was going to do, and I was in kind of a weird mood. It'd been a bad day. And I just went, "Fuck you! It's the oil house."
Oh dear.
Can we just agree that the final words that we say on this particular segment are "fuck you" from the Flaffon Hammer? Please.
Oh yeah, that was probably the worst intro I ever done. Fuck you! It's the oil house.
Well, I found something that'll cheer you up for Mr. Gruff.
Mm-hmm.
There's good news.
Yes.
Warcom's updated.
All right. Okay.
The only AOS article up there today is about terrain, the updated terrain rules. So
okay, right.
So nothing major. You're fine.
Yeah, they're not trying to annoy me today.
No.
Good. Speaking of things that don't annoy me, though, Jezzails. Skaven Jezzails. My most favourite of all the ratty ratness. Oh my word.
It's good to see them back.
I'm impressed.
Mm.
You know, the Jezzails were looking very long in the tooth because they're rats. And the miniatures were looking old, but these are the best versions of an update I think I've ever seen. I'm so pleased. They look great. They just
do.
look great.
I love how they've mentioned that. Because I was never really massively into Skaven back in the day. I knew a good chunk of their fluff and stuff. But correct me if I'm wrong, Mr. Gruff. Did they always shoot? You have a backpack they used with
No
liquid in. So this is a new idea that they're running with. The Jezzails pump liquid warpstone into the gun and it shoots out as a bullet.
Yes,
which I think's brilliant.
Yeah,
it's such a Skaven way of doing things.
It is. It really is. So the Skaven, but way back when, it was just bullets made of warpstone. Yeah, that's just what they were. They started having these weird little backpacks in Total War, and I don't think the last version of the Jezzails had them. Let me just have a quick look. Well, I could just open up a box and have a look at them, but I mean, they've got like a backpack, but it's not that. Yeah, no, that's very different. Yeah, so they do have like backpacks, but it looks more like, and those ones don't have any backpacks at all. But it looks more like just a holding things backpack than anything else.
Mm.
Yeah, no,
I do dig how these look though.
Yeah,
from the little dripping gobbets of warpstone coming out of leaky tubes, different scopes. The guys holding the shields and doing their best not to look like they're crapping themselves.
The thing I really like about them is that, weirdly enough, Total War seems to have really influenced the way these guys have been designed. So in Total War, you do have them like looking round the outside with a little knife ready to shiv people, and it's part of the animations and things. So yeah, having them rather than just holding the shield in place, they are moving around it. They're using the space really well. So whether that's just one of those design aesthetics that's just intertwined really nicely or not, I don't know. But it just makes me really happy to see.
I think the painting on the backpack just beautiful.
Yeah.
The way that they've just got that worn metal and the thing is, we take it for granted because so much of all tabletop is armor. So metal effects is one of those things that a lot of painters will learn very quickly. But
Mhm.
it's just done so well.
Mm.
I mean, it's a very busy model.
Yeah.
Again, there's a lot of different textures and stuff going on. It's beautiful. It really is beautiful.
My favorite one's the one down in the carousel, and it's just got like a hole in one of the pipes, and it's just warpstone goo
Yeah.
just leaking out of it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Looks like it's going to land on the rat. That's how you get Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Really, really like these guys. Rules-wise, they are pretty damn nasty. Wounding on 3s, 2 attacks, dealing 2 damage each with 2 rend. And the Warpstone Sniper's action grants them a +1 to hit if they don't move.
Mm.
So if they get into position and just sit there, they are going to snipe the shit out of anything that you've got.
Especially if you then have the old engineer sat nearby as well.
Yeah.
They're just going to... characters are going to have a very bad day.
Well, I'm guessing you can take them in groups of 3. It doesn't say that anywhere, but that's just my guess. So if you...
Three's kind of what they've been aiming for with this sort of unit nowadays,
Yeah.
to be fair.
Yeah. So say you've got a group of 3 plus a engineer. You're going to be able to you're going to whittle down characters really well. You know, these are going to be characters and monster killers. Just lovely.
Yeah. I mean, each
Lovely.
one can do up to 4 damage.
Yeah.
If you have 3, that's 12 damage plus the engineer's gun.
Yeah.
I mean, that can munch for a lot of Stormcast.
With a good dice roll, you're going to be able to take out a unit of Stormcast in 2 turns.
Cool.
Mm-hmm.
You know, by themselves. Yeah, and that doesn't sound like much, but it's enough to really make your opponent have to rethink their strategy.
Yeah. I mean, when it's an elite army like Stormcast, that makes you go,
Mm-hmm.
because being Skaven, these guys probably don't cost a massive amount.
No. I mean, where it's going to fall down is when you're going up against a horde army like the Gloomspite Gits or something like that. Because no matter how much damage you throw into it, you're only going to be able to take out small amounts at a time.
True, but what they will be able to do is take out the characters that buff all those units.
Yeah,
And
absolutely.
That's really what makes those armies
dangerous.
Go. Yeah, you can have a horde, but if a horde can't hit anything, it's just gonna be a roadblock. And there's given how AOS works, I think you can disengage, can't you?
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, you just disengage and go around it or avoid it.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, if they've not got anything to make them give them the spice, then or to give them that counterplay, then they're kind of gonna go, oh. I mean, my Seeds of Sigmar I'm working on are kind of bricking it right now. It's just like, oh, damn.
I think my favourite thing about the Nutrisales is the shields. The shields are really smart because they've got that wonderful little cutout for the thing to go in, but they've also now got a little hole in them for the shield bearer to look through.
Yeah,
and that makes me so happy.
Yeah,
I like as well the carousel below the one image where you're the other side of the gun from both Skaven. The gunner actually looks like an old man.
Yes.
Yeah.
And also, the thing is, you wouldn't want to detract. I mean, I know people kit bash and sculpt all the time, but the face sculpt is so good. But I have to admit, I would love to see what this looked like with a pair of knocked up old glasses or a magnifying glass on the shooter. Just because it's weird because it looks like a really big sniper rifle, as opposed to anything else. But I love as well that on that view you've got obviously old man rat staring down, but then you've got the assistant grinning at you, the viewer, going, "Hello, watcher."
Sculpt one of them with a blindfold across the gunner.
Or
Left,
right.
right.
Okay, so I need to do glasses on one and blindfold on another. Okay, I'm in. I'll do that. Not a problem.
Glasses on the shield bearer. Yeah, that would do it. Either that or the shield bearer is holding up the binoculars,
Yeah.
telescope
Yeah.
from the researcher. That'd be brilliant.
The shield bearer is just holding the glasses. Just, yeah, right, a little bit. Right, there you go.
Dear Games Workshop, we're sorry for destroying your concepts on a 15-minute podcast.
Hashtag not sorry.
Oh, I know people listen. I'm terrified of this fact. Yeah, I mean, I'm really overjoyed. I'm looking forward to seeing what pops out on Saturday, because that's going to be by the time you hear this, actually, the Dallas Opens will have been and gone. So I don't know what I'm going to do for that, but we'll work something out.
Cool.
Because they're doing that, and then they're doing another reveal the Saturday after.
Well, the Saturday's all the 40k and 40k stuff by the looks of things, all the grimdark.
Well, the first one from the Dallas Opens is going to be
It's
all
the launch box reveal, I think.
Yes,
So.
and then the one after the following Saturday is going to be all 40k. So that's for the main show to deal with. Andy and George can deal with that. All right, cool. So with all that being said, then we are going to get out of here, and we will see you soon. Thank you for listening. Bye bye.
You with a fluff and hammer.
Fuck you with a fluff and hammer. Fuck you. I'm in your garden.